Welcome to your power coaching. In this first session, what we're going to be diving into is the very first pillar. These 5 pillars apply to every single father's life. You can't win unless you have all of these. And the very first pillar is facts and future. It's your vision. It's understanding where you are now and where you're actually moving to. Where am I now? Where am I going? What do I want to achieve? Who do I want to be in this life? What will happen if I don't do something? What's the alternative? Asking yourself and exploring these questions inside of yourself of what you truly want to live. This is your life, man. And that's what this is about. These 5 videos, this series in power coaching is helping you see and understand and then establish what it is that you need to do to move ahead, to move forward and kick ass. So when we go into this session here and we're looking at the clear line of facts and future, where are you now, where are you going? We start to work backwards in a process of reverse engineering the actual destination. This is our target, our bullseye. This is where we want to get to. And this is you. With pillar 1, it's very, very important to own your truth. Ask what the alternative is. And then seek what you actually desire. What do I actually want in my life? What do I want in my life, Al? Like, I'm a father. It's one of the hats, one of the many hats that I wear. I'm a dad here in this world, and I'm a husband, and I'm also an employee or a worker or a CEO or business owner. And I'm also a man in myself. I'm a friend. I'm a mate. I'm a son. Really understanding that we wear so many hats in the modern world as dads, we lose sight of ourselves and what we actually want. So asking yourself, and this is what happens. It's the double-sided coin of life, from pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. What's going to happen if I don't do something? What's the alternative? Where is the pain going to go? Where is my life going to move if I keep going down this path and keep moving towards and regressing back towards this pit here, which is exactly where I do not want to go? And then also, what's the possibility? What's the possibility here of this target? And what are the steps? What are the steps that I need to take in overcoming these roadblocks, these hurdles, these obstacles, where I'm going to keep taking action, which we'll dive into all of these, because you will face resistance. You will need to break through and make breakthroughs. And breakthroughs come in the breakdowns. And the breakdowns you have are ultimately ones when you consistently ask the question of, am I leaving my truth? What's the alternative if I don't do something? And what do I actually want? What do I actually want in my life? Facts and future. So where are you now and where are you going? Where are you now and where are you going? And consistently seeing that there is a pathway forward for yourself to really chart out and reach that destination. Knowing full well, when it comes to pillar 1, the destination actually doesn't really matter as much as the journey. Because when you get there, when you achieve those results, when you reach those results, I want to lose X kilos. I want to have this in my life. I want to have this type of relationship with my wife. I want to be like this to my children, have this level of leadership for my kids, have this level of energy and abundance, have this amount of money or wealth. All of these moving parts, they're all connected. They're all tied into one. So when you start to make these breakthroughs and you reach those milestones, it becomes a case of, well, of course I did. Look at the man I am now. Look who I am right here and right now. Of course I got these results. It's a given, right? Because of the version of who I am and how I currently stand in myself right now. That's why quick fixes and all the other bullshit doesn't work. Go through, you'll see on all of our coaching videos, on the daily videos, I've got 30 of them. Part of this section of the RDM Power course is covering you and helping you see a different line of perspectives and where you've gone wrong, where you've been let down, and where you can actually improve. And that's what I love about pillar 1. And that's what this is about here. Getting crystal clear on the very first foundation. Pillar 1 is the foundation. Facts and future. Where are you now? Where are you going? And when you start to see this and you start to map this out, all of a sudden you start ticking boxes. Ah, yes, I'm getting this. I'm getting ahead. I'm nourishing the body. I'm moving the body. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. Knowing full well that life is absolutely a roller coaster with some vertical loops in there where you have your ups and your downs. But the question is, are you moving forward? And the best way to move forward is always from a line of facts and future. Where am I now? Where am I going? Use the past for lessons, for learnings, for appreciation and reflection. That's it. Don't live there. You live in the past, you're fucked. You're done. Hope this helps. This is the very first pillar, power coaching. Writing out some goals, writing out a list. What is it that I want to achieve in my life and why? Why is that important to me? What's the method I can apply? We use the force method in RDM. What are the feelings I want to have in my life? What are the outcomes that must be true to have those feelings? What are the roadblocks that I know I'm going to face, the resistance? So I'm aware of that. This isn't about dancing around a bush with fairies, magical mushrooms. But what are the commitments that I'm making to overcome those roadblocks to reach the outcomes to have those feelings? And then how does this evolve me in my life? Is what I'm actually doing and striving for worth it? Is it helping me level up? Is it helping me grow and evolve my life and ultimately lead a legacy that I know I'm going to leave my children as well and those around me? That's the force method. That's what we do. Facts and future. Where are you now? Where are you going? So dive on in, create this for yourself and start mapping out what it is that you know you must do to get away from the alternative, which is the pain, it's the pit, it's sweeping shit under the rug, and these light bulb moments come that you can't, they're irreversible. You can't reverse them. You can't go back. And where do I actually want to go? What is the pathway that lies ahead? And when you start to dial this in, then you can start to construct the other pillars, which I'll dive into in our other videos in this series, in the RDM Power course, in how you're going to nourish and move the body. That's your primal power, man. Let's hook on into it.